Let's get right to it, dog. You know it's raw. But let me catch you if you're showing off. I wanted to get you, I hold it off. Thought he was solid, but told it off. Running the field with the underdogs. Don't want to get involved. I can admit it. I know what it's. I'm not tripping. I got every group. Niggas a fumble a bag. I get to the cash fast. Got a salute. I've been a hustler. Look how I'm coming up. You running your mouth, better run it up. I'm running this shit like a big dog. Living my movie, they pissed off. Pushing the law cause we in charge. They gon' play this in the synagogues. How do I feel? I'm feeling great. Bigger the problem, the bigger the plate. Making my move, that shit gotta wait. Ahead of my time, keep it in line. Put on their face. I just learned to keep it all to myself. Wait, a couple of niggas that hang with me that'll bang for me. If I'm doing bad, never change on me.
We the salt of the earth. We the motherfucking underdogs. We underestimated. You understand what I'm saying?
I got tunnel visions. There's a bunch of ways I'm gonna get it. It's my way or the highway. You ain't fucking with it. Do what I say or go about your fucking business and take this money with you. I ain't dealing with no fucking children if they not my own. Going by myself, I'ma die alone. These bitches catch my weight and more just hopping on. They hear what I make, it starts to turn them on. I think it's sorcery, the way they rob the bone. The black magic stick, they stopping by my home when I'm not even home. I'd rather be alone so I can conquer shit and I can see it wrong. I just keep popping shit cause I won't be here long. I'm hopping on the road and get my diesel on. She wanna drop it low and get her eagle on. My new bitch bad as fuck, she look like me alone. I came up from the dirt, was born right under y'all. And just like I don't want, said I just want the ball. These niggas seasonal, I watch them leave and fall. The last gon' finish first, cause we some underdogs.
They say the first shall be last, and the last shall be first. Nigga, we gon' rule this kingdom, nigga. This one West.
Ride to the sunset, slide to the moon for a boss. All said ghetto, then I got him, that's my doggy dog. Don't bark, gotta mean bite, we them underdogs. Over off the wire, 5 yards, I'm pressing all of y'all. 9 niggas up like I'm director from a casting call. I don't give a fuck, you want beef, neck to all of y'all. UPK priest, lace up boost, then it's time to ball. The clip name Winnie, all these shells, I'ma let them fall. Niggas think they better than like who they think they better than. One West soldier, best believe we got that metal in. Last name Cannon, cause I still got them drummers in. Kept us at that trapper, hell yeah, I'ma let them know. Underdog, you niggas tripping, we'll be popping or you sniffing. Real crafty with that smithing, lock in on the mission, rocking all out. Who to take the hop out, you be bitching, cotton crew time. Down the clock, glitch it, nigga.
Every dog has his day.
Round in the scat, and I'm listening in the cat. If you ain't a spitter in his coat, then that shit is whack. Think you fucking with the UPK, nigga you smoking crack. You know I'm feeling awesome. I made 5 racks off the jack. I do you waffle, turn your ass into a pack. You know that I'm lawful, so I can't get no more tax. I rock that co-leader hat, all white out of season match. Too much polygamy across my chest. One was on my back, that would dies on my sleeve. My bitch Nina got a weave. If that bitch pull on me, then you know she gotta leave. 20 racks in my pocket, looking like a block of cheese. Now they tryna give me that turkey neck like a pot of greens, but they know that I'm a priest, so they cannot get this bone. You know that my rib is bad, that I had to send her home. Matter of fact, go to the room so I could put your ass in order. I would just ignore Philly. Now I'm turning up at Dome. What? I'm turning up at Dome. Yeah, we at the Armory. I'm turning up at Dome. I was just up in the trenches. Now I'm turning up at Dome. And these wicked ass bitches, I got 9 for 'em. I I only could give them scriptures on point when I'm on the liquor. To all my rips in the future, you know I'm that nigga. I'm always in beast mode. I ain't got time for freak hoes. Looking for a righteous sister that know how to. I let you fill in the blank. One day I'ma buy babe. Sister that was oppressor saints. I'ma make them walk the plane. You better watch who you talking to. You know I got rank. Dripping like a broken saint. Show the textual Cuban link. All my brothers, we insane. One body, we all the same. Was on that back street with some niggas certain cane. Man, I used to serve that game. Had them halves, send them quarters. Now I'm in all black, turning up at dawn. What? I'm turning up at Durham. Yeah, we at the armory. I'm turning up at Durham. I was just up in the trenches. Now I'm turning up at Durham. And these wicked ass bitches, I got nothing for 'em. I got nothing for 'em. What? I got nothing for 'em. What? I got nothing for 'em. I got nothing for 'em. Qadash. The real C-Stacks, bitch. That is one West. Yeah, something small.
Get the breakdown, treat it going like a K9. I'm about to live a lifestyle. Say pipe up till the pipe down. These niggas sell a pipe dream. Baby girl, it's sweet as ice cream, and I need you better believe it. Sit back, look my cheeks. Put your champagne to me. Competition ain't free. I'm about to take them to the tree. They gon' get started. People are starting to play. Yeah, the belly, I'm not depressed. I have them holding checks. Like he having heart attacks. Told them hard to death. I know what I'm seeing, but they don't believe. Go ahead. Nigga, I'm so much shit. Where would it go? They're gonna be. We're in the feet. You better believe. Fuck me, nigga. I get you. Try to line up. Like a bomb on. Prepare for fallout. One way side, what you talking about? Me and my nigga about to ball out. Me and my nigga about to bow out. Tell them wake up and fall out. Mama John can't call out. I'm in the wheel and all that. Don't give a damn about the check. Regular little nigga, you about to lose today. Nigga got moves to make. You can even move, you can't move the way. Choose your fate. Most of these fools are fake. They got a card to play. Nigga ain't hard to break. You get dogs today. Like the brother Sean told the hard way. Nigga wait out of your league. Please believe. But the go live got all eyes on me. Give a damn what they talking about. Got solely ride with me. You know I'm lethal. That's my reason. I'm gonna get it. Yeah. See, they gon' believe it. See, when they know that. So the world can't go there. Ain't your power, I don't know that. Bitch, I'd rather take a toe there. Put it up, you know, good to go. Hit the bar, you know, good as go. It won't smoke, I'm a bitch, nigga in my bedroom, going to the road. Big dog, niggas, I'm trying. Take my time. Where's the line? Where's the line? Nigga, my flow is the pie. I know it's gone because I was gone because gotta stay focused. In the room, I'll be the soldier. You keep my loaded. The feeling sound like controlling my spirit. You go and hold it and hide my head. On my shoulder, I see my shoulder, and then don't black. Oh, keep speeding flat. You rip the fucking leader, I don't feel it. I just got I don't feel it. And got this out about to kill him. Hold on, let me get the rhythm. Okay, I got it, I'm ready. You call it like he gon' regret it. I'm steady. Hope it keep it going steady. They're better to leave. Certified, one best out of it. Hard to tell. It's hard to say. People were raising nigga better watch yourself. We eat this best. Taking it blue face like a dog to vet. And I was so hard to vet. Doc with me, gotta guard yourself. You know how to keep it, they try to come give me a squeeze. You better believe. Got all eyes on me. Let's go. Give a damn what they talking about. Got soldier ride with me. You know I'm lethal. I got my reason. I'm gonna get it. You're gonna see. You're gonna believe. Yeah, man. Damn right. 54 million, man.
You hated on her the most, okay? And listen, I could go on and on with the story because one, her whole crew said they was never treated like this before. They said not only were they never treated, you can check with TITHES, who was dealing directly at many times with them. They said nobody treated them, and Cat Makad as well.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man. Look, up. When that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit.
Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for it, I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin. No kindness, I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweets. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we running, bitch, don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. U.P.K. top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that econ line van to a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air Frank. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like bolt cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it, got it out the gut, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel, he nice but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Oh, I got a man, circle tight, yeah, back and seal. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood, Slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember Johanna's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through in the day of our king's reign. I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rebel, busy man shit, nigga. They take their head off, nigga.
I read where Eve did to Adam, I just pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like Samson, I can't let no holder lie to me. I don't feel these rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think Muhammad one of us, he might lose his life first. Suckle up and stay alert. Another cop just stretch the nigga. He ain't demon, this an exorcism. Watch I bless the nigga. Took that open blood, then you know I'm gon' get active with you. From the opposition, I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spit and I ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So I war, we gon' run the summer. It's gon' be historical. Thought they making plays, made them niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, but that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get him crack as hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't do that. Bet I be the last nigga standing. Do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young pay. How you real triggering on them dots? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon to a cold leader? What he saying something, I ain't hear him. This shit light. It ain't about who got the gun, it's about who gon' up that pipe first. I turn a bad situation to a game change. Bring soldiers from the dead, just raised up the chain. Free shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand that feeds you, you'll never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%, I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him, just make sure you get that cover back. Look around, he ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brothers. Everybody wanna be Richard Porter, God kill him like Alpo. Play if he want, it's laying in the trunk like Lee Malvo. A certified rubber's ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow side, yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville, you feel your boy. Still up on my bread, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call him Elroy. Fuck his game, pop out on them demons like I'm Hellboy.
Test 1, 2. 2, 2, 2. 2. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. The Lord said, confession good for the soul. So right now,
ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I wanted was to be a gangster. And shot call. To be known with them niggas letting shots off. Either that or the right hand to the top dog. Funny how we see vanity and not the lives lost. Can't be focused on a life that's hopeless. Out there pumping, not knowing the Lord will kill you for that hocus pocus. Used to roll with niggas that cook dope with weaponry. Same ones claim they love you. I had no life in jeopardy. And I know my mother wants success with me. But that G should take a girl straight to ecstasy. Remember running with bruh, even though we did the wrong thing. My life would been a lot different if I fell up under Rob's wing. Was too sincere for a wicked game. Shame the Lord's name. Now we afflicted with pain. All I ever wanted was to be respected by stand-up niggas. Not knowing that them handcuffs custom made the face. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. Decisions that I made provoked the Lord's anger. Prayed to him all the time and I was just a stranger. All I ever wanted was to be a gangster. Little did I know I was in danger. This
Can hear us now.
Wrap it up. Sign Christ. Here I go already, partner. Here I go. I guess it's the usual for TikTok and YouTube now.
Right.
You see me start this class and start messing with this camera. All right, look. You know, I like to bring it this a little closer for everybody to be able to really see what's on the board. He's locking y'all for the terrible introduction, all right? I just wanted to get this straightened out, though. I'm sorry, y'all. Got my little, what you call it? Trying to get this camera to be perfect. All right, so clap it up for the Lord's Pastor. So, we had the Lord's Passover. I think that's right. The way we angle it down. All right, so we had the Lord's Passover. It was amazing. Right. It was something to be remembered. Right. All right. Let me see. I think I did something a little bit awkward with this camera. I ain't gonna mess with it too much. Let's leave it there. Just like that. I think that's perfect. All right. So, y'all know we're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. First off, I'm going to do my introduction. Shalom, Yashala, Anyam Taziyam Mara, Warka, Kayah, Shalom, Israel, also Mariah, teacher for the day. That being said, man, the Passover was amazing. Right. They should have been there to see this Passover.
Right.
We had all the brothers there that's been putting in hardcore work from the muscle, from the ground up. Right. We had the sisters there that have been supportive. Right. Been doing everything they can. Shit, the sisters is putting in hard work. We got heels on the ground. We got heels on the ground, man. As well as boots on the goddamn ground, man. What should I say? Flats. We got flats on the ground. I like heels better. We got heels on the ground. As well as boots on the ground, man. It was so amazing, that Passover. As y'all know, we're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Right. We get on TikTok on the Philly page. If they didn't try to ban us already, you know these devils, how they like to do it. But anyway, enough of them. We in our high holy day. This is our culture. Right. Today we're going into Leviticus, the 23rd chapter and the 6th verse. Okay? Let's put this camera again, y'all. Hold on. Let me turn it. I think I got it. Oh, no, I was right. It gotta be like that. Here we go. All right, so going into Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. All right, we gotta aim this light, y'all. I'm trying to make it so that everybody gets a good experience. All right, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little bit too much with the camera and lights today. But we in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. We're going to be going to Leviticus 23:6. All right, 23 and 6. I'm going to write that on the board. We have the marker ready. This is a good one. We got to get it. Left door. All right. Leviticus 23rd chapter, 6th verse. Leviticus 23 and verse 6. This is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Wrote it right here on the board. Leviticus 23 and 6. I don't know if y'all can see that.
Let's see, sir.
Oh, you think it's good?
I can see it again.
Okay. Alright, so Leviticus.
Slide your TikTok down.
TikTok down. 23 and 6. We can go from miles. Let's go from the Atlantic City account. Alright? Can I just see that the Philly phone? Can I borrow your phone? You got the Bible on there? Okay. Let's go on TikTok on this one. We got the little stand that we use. So, Leviticus the 23rd chapter. Hold on. I have to see that. Here we go. Alright. Here we go. Also, too, this was I wanted to start with. This is one of the reasons. The Black Party, right? The All Black Party was amazing. It's one of the reasons why we play music at the beginning of the class, so you can see what the brothers is putting out in the school. It's like, it's amazing.
Right.
And they said all this backlash about, what's the girl's name? China Monet. They gave China Monet, they gave us a whole bunch of this trash talk about China Monet. Mainly because they're haters. Okay? Mainly because they're haters. And not having anything to do with the fact that they don't like the song because, yes, they like the song themselves. Shalom, TikTok. It's I.S.U.P.K. Hebrew class, man. Q&A. All right? Because, of course, they like the song themselves. But here's the problem. The problem is this. The I.S.U.P.K. was the first ones to give their sister some positive feedback on a high level before anybody else can do it. Because they look at the video, oh, I cook, I clean. They see a little bit of the sister show nowadays, which they shouldn't, but she, like the general said, she's an entertainer. You know, she's trying to do her thing. No, I don't make it right, but that's the entertainment world. Maybe we should change that. Right. How about fake Israelite groups didn't even support the woman? Right. Because they don't want to support I.S.U.P.K. Their daddy, when it comes to everything in the Israelite world. You wouldn't even have it the way that you think you have it now without the minute I.S.U.P.K.
Right.
It's unbelievable, man.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Anyway, back to the class. So we're in Leviticus, the 26th chapter. The 23rd chapter. We're going to be breaking down the 6th verse, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We're in the Feast of Unleavened Bread right now, all right? So make sure you post your questions. I'll be on TikTok, post your questions as well. Okay? Yeah, you can give me Leviticus 23 and 6. And we're going to start. First, I want to give y'all the months, all right? I'm going to give y'all a word right now in Hebrew. It's 2024, right? The Passover started, I believe it was either April 7th. April 7th or April 8th, I believe it was April 7th. Started the new year. Okay? If y'all didn't know that the new year starts in the springtime. Spring is a season. It's not a specific date.
Right.
That's why I'm saying April 7th or April 8th. Now, don't go April 8th crazy, dumb, stupid conspiracy theory that didn't even happen. Okay, don't go TikTok conspiracies on me. We ain't talking about that, the nonsense, right? Talk about around that date is when the new year started, because the new year starts during the spring, when everything springs forth, when everything comes to life.
Right.
That's when a baby comes to life, that's when the life starts, right?
Right.
So how the hell is the new year going to start in what's known as the dead of winter? When nothing's growing, everything's dead or unalive, right? But that's what they call it because that's the season, right? So how can the new year start with that? It does not start in the what's known as the dead of winter.
Right.
But it starts in the spring. And every season has a specific time when it starts. Okay, and that time varies every year. It's not going to be on a specific day every single year. It's not going to be January 5th every year or some craziness like that. Or in this case, since we talk about the new year, we're talking about the springtime, so that's when it starts. It's not going to be April 20th every year. All right, it'll be around somewhere. It just depends on the new moon and all that stuff, right?
Right.
It's specific, but it's a season, meaning it's a time when the new year comes around. I believe this year around, April 7th started the new year. And April 7th or April 8th started the actual new year for this year. And give me Leviticus. Matter of fact, give me Leviticus 23. Let's start at, I believe, verse 2.
When Lashawan Qadash or?
Let's start with the Hebrew first, and then we can go into the English. Okay. Big shout out to YouTube and Facebook and TikTok. Everybody online. Shalom, y'all. What's going on? It's the I.S.U.P.K. Lashawan Qadash class. It's our Hebrew class. Leave your questions, leave your comments, all right? Or ask your questions, leave your comments as well, all right? We don't care about the hate. Y'all can hate on us. The whole world hates on us, but we the only ones that's correct, all right? We kill all your theories. We stop your conspiracy theory nuts all on TikTok and Facebook with all the stupidity in the world. You can make the Bible screen smaller. All right, so you can actually you can put it back to how you had it. Let's go into it. Leviticus 23 and I think verse 2 for Passover. Please, I'm gonna write this word on the board for y'all. Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus, 23 and verse 2. Debar, Al, Banya, Yasharala, Wa'amora, Allaham, Ma'wa'adya, Yahweh, Ashar, Thaqwa Ra'awa, Atham, Ma'kwa Ra'aya, Qadash, Allah, Hum, Ma'wa'aya. In the English, it says, speak unto the children of, this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be holy convocations, even these are my feasts.
Go ahead.
Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but the seventh day is the Sabbath of rest.
Go ahead.
And holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein.
No work. The Sabbath, don't do no work. You rest. It's a shame to say, it's like you can't, it's damn near like you can't even celebrate the Sabbath. Like you can't even honor it in America damn near because we are slaves.
Right.
The Sabbath is like if you have your own business, the Sabbath is made for man and not man for the Sabbath. Meaning we ain't supposed to see sundown Friday, which the Sabbath is about to start. Make sure y'all get your unleavened bread too.
Right.
Gotta eat a piece of unleavened bread every day. All right. It's better to do it at night and in the morning. So what I do is I catch it before the sun go down and then after every day. That way you can't miss it.
Right.
All right. Before the sun go down and after. Of course I can't do it now. I'm in the school right now. You know, I should have brought the unleavened bread with me.
Right.
But I could have got it before and after. But of course I did it yesterday.
Right.
Before the sundown and after the sundown. So you got it. You made sure. I.S.U.P.K, make sure, don't be sure. All right?
Right.
Be sure, make sure.
Right.
Okay? So with that being said, the Sabbath is for you to have a day of rest where nobody can force you to work for them. That's what the Sabbath is about. Now, on the Sabbath, you can do whatever the hell you like to do that you take joy in. I doubt if you take joy in going to work every day. Okay, if you don't go to work, what will happen? You lose your house, lose your car, you might lose your damn kids.
Right.
This kingdom is so oppressive. So, in that aspect, it's like you can't even honor the Sabbath because we forced under slavery. Unless you have your own business, and then you can do it that way. Right. But even in that aspect, it's like, if you don't run your business, then you lose your house, you lose your car. Like, what if you sell fruit on the side of the road? Right. You know what I mean? Now you got to stay out all hours of the night. We in slavery, guys. And why, brothers and sisters, right? So, in that aspect, it's hard to do. Now, you can't make nobody work for you. Right. On the Sabbath. You can't say, hey, you better be here tonight and run this food truck with me. You can't do that. Right. You can be in that food truck yourself, so you don't lose your house. But you probably have somebody with you because they don't want to lose their house either. Right. Because we're in oppression. So, Sabbath, we get off. Keep going.
It is the Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwellings.
In all your dwellings. That's our right to have a day off.
Right.
Every week. And it's a holiday. Keep going.
Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord.
These are the feasts of the Lord. Shalom, y'all. What's going on? Okay. What's going on, sis? It's like even being in the phone all extra like that. Go ahead.
Even holy convocations.
Even holy convocations. Holy gathering. That's what a holy convocation is. A holy gathering. Go ahead.
Which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Mm-hmm. Verse 5.
Wait, in their what?
Seasons.
Why does it say in their seasons? Somebody answer that. Why does it say in their seasons, TikTok? Somebody answer that. Somebody tell me why it says in their seasons. Go ahead, Bob.
Oh, come, because we have high holy days for different seasons. Like there's high holy days for the season springtime. I peeped that there's really no high holy days except for the Sabbath. There's no high holy days in the summertime, but there is high holy days in like.
Well, you gotta be careful when you say how you explain it. Now, Bahaya is absolutely right, but the way he's saying it, you have to make it so that somebody coming out the world can understand it. Because right now it sounds like we worship the seasons, and then you say except for the Sabbath, there's no high holy days, which you can't say that because it's the Sabbath. Like you can't disannul it and then say it's not. So those two things, but what you're saying is correct on a level of somebody that understands being an Israelite and knows what you're talking about. But for the people out there who have no idea what the hell this is, we have holidays in every season. Yep. So it's not for the season, but it's in every single season. There's a holiday. There's a high holy day in the fall. There's a high holy day in the spring. There's a high holy day in the summer. There's a high holy day in the winter. So, and what our Bible is saying, what season were you saying that it was just the Sabbath?
The summertime.
The summer is mostly just the Sabbath, but then again, you can't say that because the Day of Atonement. It depends on when it falls. Depends on when it comes in. Because the Day of Atonement, if it's still 80, what would be a good degrees to say it's summer in Philly? 90 degrees?
Like 80, 85.
80, 85 degrees, and that's still summer. Because which goes into my question that I asked. Read that again, and then we'll break it down. Now, Abad, he was very close, and he was on point, and had actual knowledge of scriptures to back up what he was saying, but he missed the point of it. If you'd have caught the point, then he'd have answered the question the way he answers every question, amazingly. Even that question that he just answered. Go ahead and read it again.
Go God. This is book of Leviticus 23, verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations.
Even holy gatherings. These are the holidays, the feast of the Lord, which you call holidays today. The feast of the Lord, even holy convocations, even holy gatherings. Go ahead.
Which ye shall proclaim in their seasons.
Which ye shall proclaim in what?
In their seasons.
Bring out the word in. Which ye shall proclaim
in their seasons.
in their seasons. What does that mean? Just think about it. It's so simple. TikTok, tell me what it means. Let me know if we got any answers online before y'all professionals get it. All right, y'all professionals. I'm saying professionals just because that's an easier word to say. And I'm pretty sure people understand that word. But y'all brothers just have experience in knowing about Israelite culture and being an Israelite, knowing that Israelite is the name of blacks and Hispanics. That's the actual name of our race. That the one that was erased before slavery, that's our actual name. And you can't get around even more trying to say, yeah, we the Hebrews and all that, but they still want to believe in Islam or whatever faith or belief they believe in, which is missing the point again. All right. Now, what they say about the law is cool. I like that. That's too wild. That's factual. It's just when it comes to our culture, they miss that point and go into Arab culture, which ain't going to help. Now, with that being said, back to the point. What does it mean when it says our holidays proclaim them in their seasons? In their seasons. You want to say something about this, Rob?
Is it because there's a reason why they're in that season that they're in?
It's not a reason. Some of them, no, I can't say that. It's not a reason why they're in the season. But you skipping one word that's going to remember what our Bible is. I don't want to give it away, but for time's sake, I'll just tell you, right? The word season, in their seasons. Why doesn't it say on their date?
Right.
Why does it say in their season instead of on their date? July 4th can be Thursday,
right,
Friday or Saturday, but you only going to celebrate July 4th. The Passover is April 20th this year, April 15th last year, April 31st. If there is one, but it's the 14th day of the first month.
Right.
Whenever that season comes around. That's why I said the first day of the year this year had to be either April 7th or April 8th. Because the 14th day, 14 days from the 7th, was April 21st. Wasn't that the Passover? Or was it April 20th?
April 20th.
Then it was on the 6th.
Yeah, it was on the 6th.
Now, 2-3 days after the Passover, you see all the new trees. That's how you know it's in the season. It's not on the specific date,
right,
but it's in that specific season.
Oh, gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? And that's why I asked it that way, because if I would have said it any other way, y'all would have got it. So read it again. Now, can you make me big on the screen? Now, I want to give you before the brother keeps going. This is the word Shana. Shana means year. It's the first word I'm going to give y'all before I start giving y'all the words from the verse. From Leviticus 23:6. This is a separate word. This word Shana means year. I'm going to give you the word for month next, because we're going to do the months. So, because in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, and the 6th verse, for the Feast of Unleavened Bread, since that's what we're going into, is a pretty short verse. Not a lot of words. Some of the words we already learned. That's not going to help us. But you will learn the numbers today. You will learn the word year, and you're going to learn the word month. Everybody knows Sabbath. It's saying Shabbat, Shalom, all that, even fake Israelite.
Right.
You know, but many people that are outside the I.S.U.P.K. that know about being an Israelite.
Right.
They just, you know, they haven't either found out about us yet, or they just don't like us because of whatever reason. All right? Mainly because they would like to sin, or they don't like the authority, even though Moses put our whole race into ranks.
Right.
Because the Lord said it. The Lord said our whole entire race was an army. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. This word is year. And this year, the season of the Passover was on, which we're about to get to in a second, was on the 14th day of the first month. And that Shana, Hahawa Shana, well, why Hahawa Shana in that year, or in this year, and that year, and this year, and that season was April 20th. Okay, so that was April 20th. All right, so that's when the Passover was, because the year Hashanah, the year started around April 6th or April 7th. One of those, from the 5th to the 7th, that's when it started. And we would say the 6th, because 14 days from the 6th, April 20th. But the Passover is at sundown, which would mean the 14th day would be at sundown. So, which would mean technically either the 7th. I don't know, let's not get into it. I can't explain it to you. I don't have the calendar. That's not my department. But some brothers in the school handle that department with the whole thing. All right, this is not being punished about that. If y'all ask me any questions on it, I'm going to have to go to General Mayat or General Mahayman or one of the captains that can break all that down to you by how the new moon and you know, plays into it and all the whole thing. All right, plus added in the 50 days. It has to be exactly on accord with what it says in Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. With the 50 days, just like a brother asked, which we're about to get into. I want to read a few more verses. A brother asked about the Feast of Unleavened Bread. He asked, when was the last day where we get the leaven out of your house? Because if y'all don't know out there, Israelites, we take leavening out of our house. Any products that have leaven in it, meaning active yeast, baking soda, baking powder, any leavening agents, all right? Terula yeast, regular yeast, sodium bicarbonate, sodium benzate, that's baking soda and baking powder. I forget which one is which. I think sodium benzate is baking soda. Sodium bicarbonate is baking powder. Or I might have mixed up. All right, but both of those products, they got those products in it. Or if it says leavening, you take it out your house. All right. So, with that being said, we do that before we go to the Passover. Now, the last day to do it is before the Passover, before sundown Saturday. When that Passover starts, before that service starts, the service starts before sundown. So you got to have it out your house before sundown, before the service. In the Passover service, the Sabbath service, for the Passover, because that service starts right before the sun goes down, and then boom, you get it in, right? Right. So you got to get it out of your house, but that's not the actual Passover. I mean, that's not the actual Feast of Unleavened Bread. Meaning that's not the actual feast. It's the first day that you don't have leaven in your house and you don't eat leavened bread, but that's not the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Keep on reading.
This book of Leviticus 23 and verse 5. And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Is what?
The Lord's Passover.
All right. So let's get the word Isupk. Start the word Passover. Okay. Boom. Boom. It's the word Isupk. Ha, sa, cha. Isupk. Not Pasach. Isupk. All right. This word means Passover. Okay. Is when the Lord passed over our homes that had the blood on the doorpost and smote the firstborn of the Egyptians. Whoever had the blood on the doorpost, the Lord passed over. Whoever did not lost their firstborn of everything. Right. Right. Firstborn flies, firstborn cow, all that stuff was going. Shalom, y'all. All right. I know some people want to be invited as guests, but it's going to take us off the topic. But we do have a camp that we do, a Q&A that y'all can tune into on TikTok. And we got numerous brothers that can ask you questions. Always live on TikTok. That'll bring you on, all right? But Salaki, just for the class, Salaki means, excuse me, just for the class, we're going to stick with our topic, all right? Just to break down some things about our high holy day or our holiday that we're in right now, Feast of Unleavened Bread, okay? We just celebrated the Passover, all right? So let's keep going. Read what you have again.
This book of Leviticus 23, verse 5.
Uh-huh.
And the 14th day of the first month at even is the Lord's Passover.
Is the Lord's Passover. Pesach or HaPesach. Go ahead. The Passover.
Verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Wait. What did that say? Read that again. Read it word for word slowly.
Okay.
And.
On.
Wait. And. The word wa in Hebrew. Character wa is the word and. We just put this up there for y'all. All right. Character wa. That's known as the word and in English. And meaning this is an add. Go ahead.
And on the 15th day.
Now, Passover is 14th day when you eat unleavened bread. But the 15th day, which is the next day, go ahead.
Of the same month is the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
That's where the Feast of Unleavened Bread starts. Which is why today is not the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Right.
Because if we celebrated it Saturday sundown, 7 days, this would be the last day. We should be having holy convocation, something on that. But it's not, because the Feast of Unleavened Bread is Sunday sundown, which is why tomorrow sundown we'll be doing the closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Yeah, Sunday sundown. Oh, it's Sunday sundown, right? So it should have been tomorrow sundown. We should have celebrated the holy convocation for the Feast of Unleavened Bread. We should have celebrated the closing. But since it's not, then we do it Saturday sundown. Go ahead.
No,
Sunday sundown. I said the same thing twice. Go ahead.
Now, if I could too, right?
Uh-huh.
Because, all right. So Friday sundown is the Sabbath, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So when Passover came, when that sundown came down, it becomes Sunday, correct? Am I stretching?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
So Passover is, what do we celebrate? Saturday, right? Before the sundown, right?
Right. Kind of.
So when it turns sundown, that starts Sunday.
Kind of.
Right.
I got you.
And then so on and so forth, all the way back to Saturday. But the Passover itself is a Sabbath. So you got Friday sundown, which starts the actual what? Day of rest.
Right.
But the Passover is also a Sabbath. It's a day of rest. So y'all do no serve our work.
Right.
And we have those days in many of our feasts. On the first day and then on the 8th day. It's the same thing. Or the whole entire week, then you can't do serve our work.
Right.
For a whole span of 8 days, there's certain high holy days where all these days are Sabbath. Right. Meaning they're rest. They're not the you don't do a holy convocation on each one because there's instructions for each high holy day. Right. The Sabbath, you do a holy convocation. Right. Or you do the service. It's a Sabbath. I don't think you do a holy convocation. You got to read it because I don't want to misquote it. But you do the service and you free from work. Can't nobody make you come in. Go ahead.
Now, Slack got, sir, if I could, because we're just saying it's so heavy too, and this is why we did the rule, because a week off. Yeah. I ain't never had a week off from my slave.
Wait, the white man the oppressor's week and 1 day.
Right.
Some of our high holy days is 8 days of rest.
Right.
That's a complete work week plus a weekend plus another work day. Of rest, of partying.
Right.
Man, that's how I can say this. In the kingdom, right? we always talk about if we're gonna make it on,
right,
and what's gonna happen once we rule the earth. So in the kingdom, I will always joke and say that in the kingdom, when we rule it, that one day we're gonna go and have one of the high holy days, and I'm gonna just wake up in one of the other tribes' land. Just wake up in Zebulon's land or in Ephraim's land.
right,
And party there, and then wake up in another person's land. You know what I mean? Like in Judah or Levi. You know what I mean? Like, and because it's gonna be no worry.
Right.
Like, you don't gotta worry about somebody essaying your daughter or putting certain things into their drinks. You know what I mean? To our children's drinks or fights or gun violence or different things like that. You don't have to worry about it. So you can get lit. You can party like a rock star, party like the oppressor. What can we say? We get effed up today. You can do that in the kingdom as long as you're not drunk.
right.
And you might stumble and go to sleep. You wake up, you in Zabalawan. You somewhere in Zabalawan, somewhere in the land of the people from Guatemala to Panama. You don't know what happened. You might wake up married. Some of y'all will wake up married. You know, you be like, did we do something last night? That's that, but it'll be in the spirit. Won't be out of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's just a joke, you know what I mean, to say how much fun we're gonna have, because 8 days, just like it was bringing out process, I corroborated back to what you were saying, 8 days of rest. You can't beat that. And can't nobody make you work. Imagine having a bar. And you say, tonight, my bar open. Anybody want to come serve drinks? Y'all free to come. If that's what y'all want to do, come through. Serve the drinks. I'm going to be serving drinks. Get some drinks. Because somebody might want to come be a bartender that day. Like, you know what, man? I'm going to serve some drinks somewhere. One of these bars will let me serve a drink. Free bartender. It's up to you. Don't need a license. If you want to come through, our bar will be open, whatever we want to do. You might have some bartenders like, yeah, it's taking too long. This John, tell what you want, dog. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll be peaceful, man. You know what I mean? Like, we won't have that trauma, that demon over us of our, brothers hating other brothers, sisters hating other sisters.
Right.
All right, so Abba, keep reading for me. We got the word Passover, we got the word year, which is Shana, we got a connecting character, which is An, which is the character Wa. Okay, go ahead, Abba.
Because back to Passover, we had the Sabbath service, how we had the Passover, how we did, and then we had the Feast of Unleavened Bread, how we did. 3 high holy days in a row.
3 in a row, because if y'all don't know, we had the Sabbath service on Saturday.
Right.
When I first came into the truth, we had to hold down the Sabbath service, figure out when it used to be, and traditionally we would have it in New York. So brothers would do the Sabbath service here in Philly. We'd pack up, shoot out to New York, go have the Passover. So it's the same thing, because the Passover is a Sabbath. Right. It's like, and here's the thing that we got to learn about our culture. We're not like the oppressor. Everything is not like damn tight square. Like you missed. You wasn't here at 1:30. You're supposed to be here at 1:30. You're fired. It's 1:08. You're late. It's not like that in our. It's damn holidays ain't even on the same day. They're on the same day, but then ain't the exact same day as how we do it in America. Right. Because we're not like that. Time to us, that's why black don't crack. Because we don't observe time the way everybody else does. Brothers go to prison where time is like, I don't know how the hell you keep the time in prison. Right. And you come home looking like you just did nothing. You come out in more shape, in better shape than you was on the damn streets. coming out of prison. Brothers can tell when you're smoking again because you lose the weight that you had when you came out of prison. And y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know brothers that come home like this 2 months after they home, they regularly. You like, yeah, he got the weed back there. Back on the vape, see? Because they ain't healthy as they was. And you be like, how did that happen? Because he preserved. Actually, a little bit preserved because you ain't stressed on time and energy. Your oppressor got us stressed on time and energy. You're not here at 8:07. Supposed to be in this corner. It's like, oh man, it's not tight square, you know. That's not how we are. We don't even like people on our back like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? If I'm helping you, I still don't want you on my damn back like that. You know what I mean? It's like, but the oppressor's culture is like that. Right. But us, our holy days, to bring it back to the point, ain't even a straight line. You got 1, 2, 3 Sabbaths right there. They got 8 straight Sabbaths, then 1, and then there's another. It's like you don't even know. And then you got a stretch of time where it's just know how old it is. It's like a rest from how old it is. Except for the Sabbath. Right? I said the same thing I said. It's like a damn rest because you forget about the Sabbath. But to be correct, where I corrected our body is not a rest. Because every week is a Sabbath, is a holiday, it's a holiday. Go ahead,
If I could, so is it safe to say that they got that idea from us when it comes to like spring break and Christmas break? Because you know they got all you know, stay for like the New Year's. You know they got the spring break and like a week or so or something like that.
Yes, they did get that from us. Let me tell you what else they got from us. Brushing your teeth. Give me this. Give me the cleanliness of teeth. I buy it. You give me this right here. Give me Passover, which is the Sabbath. Find that in the Bible. Qadash, give me cleanliness of teeth. Y'all don't know that we invented bathing and brushing your teeth? Israelites. Yep. I'm proving to you. Prove it to you. Of the Bible. Now, you show me who else started that. Come on now. Right. Come on now. The Arabs use a mishwak stick. That ain't really helping. You need something else with it. You need things that help you. The Lord gave that to the Israelites. And then after that, I want Amos. Think about, you know what I want, Amos 3 and 1. Okay. Afterwards. That's which is Slakia. Which is unleavened bread. Which is the feast of unleavened bread. I have a phone to help y'all look it up. So now let me check some what you call it. Let me see. You got it, Qadash. Read this scripture right here. We're gonna prove that brushing your teeth came from Israelites.
Come on, this is the book of Amos, chapter 4, verse 6.
Go ahead.
And I also have given you cleanness of teeth.
Cleanliness of teeth. He said what?
I also have given you cleanliness of teeth.
Yeah, that's in the Bible. Yeah. Does he not know that? Because the oppressor, when he's running around on you can make that small. You can make that smaller. You know how to do that? There's the one right next to it. There you go. Perfect. And you're gonna need some order, some decency and order. Abad, did you find what I was looking for?
I got the one in Exodus. Unless you looking for one.
No, go ahead. This anyone you got.
This is from Exodus 12, verse 15. 7 days shall ye eat unleavened bread. Even the first day ye shall put away leaven out of your houses. For whosoever eateth leavened bread from the first day unto the 7th day, that soul shall be cut off from Israel.
I need Passover, which is unleavened bread, or unleavened bread, which is Passover. You can Google that and find it. It's somewhere, I believe it's more than once, but it's somewhere where it tells you the Passover is the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Feast of Unleavened Bread is the Passover, even though they're two separate things. You got it, Abba? Let me get the one out of Luke. So we proved those. So now we're going to prove something else, all right? And we end the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Let me have you pull up the word. If you can go back to the Bible, go back to unleavened bread. Once we get there, I'm going to put that word up on the board next. Then we're going to do month. No, I'm going to put up month next. Go ahead.
This is the book of Luke, 22 and verse 1.
Go ahead.
Now the feast of unleavened bread drew nigh.
The feast of unleavened bread drew nigh. It came close. It was coming up. Go ahead.
Which is called the Passover.
Which is called what?
The Passover.
It's called the Passover. Though the Passover is not the Feast of Unleavened Bread, right, but it's called the Passover.
Right.
Because that's when the Lord passed over, and that's when the first day, we ate unleavened bread.
Right.
And then we had the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which stretched out for 7 more days. Right. It's called the Passover. It's the Feast of Unleavened Bread, but it's the same thing because you eat the unleavened bread at Passover, then you continue to eat unleavened bread. So it's intertwined. It is the Passover because the Lord passed over, but it's also the Feast of Unleavened Bread. The Lord is not actually passing over any more doors physically. Right. Spiritually, He is. Right. But still, He gave us all grace. Right. So the physical passing over, so let me finish my train of thought. So the physical passing over is not taking place, but the spiritual one is. Right. But the physical unleavened bread is taking place. Right. It's called the Passover. It's the Feast of Unleavened Bread, even though it is the Passover, though you're eating unleavened bread. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's slang. Go ahead.
Okay. I had a question.
So you put up the word
when we crossed over when Moses was with the Red Sea, and we crossed over, was that I don't know. Was that the end of the Feast of Unleavened Bread? When did the feast of 7 days? When
did Moses part the sea?
I don't know. That's what I remember.
Well, okay, well, you have to go to it. You have to go to when we left out of Egypt. Because remember, that was the whole point of us eating the unleavened bread. We had to leave.
Okay.
Now, if it was in that same night or within that same week, then we would still be in the Feast of Unleavened Bread.
Right.
If it was after that week, it should tell you though. When it came up, it should say, you probably got to read the stories that I might get in the 11th chapter. I would just Google it.
Okay.
What day after the Israelites left Egypt did Moses part the Red Sea? That's all you got to do, and you can Google it. See, the internet is our friend now, for the most part. Now, you got the internet dum-dums that's tell you it's going to be 3 days of darkness during the eclipse, and nothing happened. Nothing happened. No magical powers, nothing. But they're going to keep that up a hush. They're going to quiet it down. First, it was all this, when the eclipse happened, the magical powers, then all of a sudden the magical powers take a year to come.
Right.
Come on, man. They need to chill. They need to chill and just say it was wrong. But the Israelites, we've been on point since 69. Anyway, we finished giving you this word right here. This word right here is Qadash. Not Qadash, Chad. The Middle Eastern word, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians come from the Middle East. I know you hear all the indigenous American theories, which is partly true. It's true in part because the Bible tells you when we came over here. You seen the movie 300? The man Artaxerxes, the tall East Indian. In the Bible, he's called, is it Ahasuerus? Right? So I think I'm mixing up two different things. I think Ahasuerus was with Esther. But when we was going against the Assyrians, we was battling the Assyrians, that's when we came over here. Everybody was talking about, oh, you was here for hundreds of millions of years. You don't got nothing to prove that. Neither does the oppressor. You would have to have something that is hundreds of millions of years old, that you can prove is hundreds of millions of years old. You have nothing to prove because you have no one that was there, and you don't even know if it was that. All you have is what the oppressor says it was. The Bible tells us that the earth is 12,000 years old. That's what it says. Around 12 or 13,000 now. Maybe 13,000 right about now. Go ahead.
So where do they get these billions and millions of
The
years?
oppressor, he simulates it in a computer thinking he's smart. And he's not, because he doesn't have the thing that would match it to 100 million years. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I can tell she's 10 because I'm older than 10. I know what a 10-year-old looks like. You know what an 18-year-old looks like? You're 18. A 6-year-old can tell what an 18-year-old looks like because he knows what a 40-year-old looks like. He doesn't know what somebody that's 185 looks like. We have nobody to compare that to. If you get what I'm saying.
Okay.
This building is 3 million years old. Says who?
Right.
Oh, says some devil. How did he figure that? Where did he get that number from? What was his calculation? Oh, he put it in the computer, and the computer said that's what it was. And don't computers mess up and crash and error all the time?
Okay.
So the computer says this would have to be 3 million years old. The computer doesn't have anything to match the 3 million years.
Okay.
The way you gave it 6 feet.
Okay.
You said this is the measure of 6 feet. This is 2 plus 2. You have to program the computer. You have nothing to program it to 3 million years, let alone 300 million years, or 145 million years, or a billion years. Stop getting high. Hey, we look at the oppressor like he is God, and he's not.
Right.
You put it in a computer and simulate it to be a billion years. How do you know what anything that's a billion years looks like?
Right.
Oh, my computer said it.
Right.
The computer said it. And you believe it. I thought you programmed the computer. I thought you taught the computer what's this.
Right.
Don't you got to teach AI how to walk like a human?
Right.
How to pretend to be a dog? You know there's a dog that it can mimic.
Right.
I don't know anything 3 million years old that it can mimic or identify as being 3 million years old.
Right.
How does it skip to that much?
Right.
To know.
Right.
The alien stuff.
Right.
Come on, man. We gotta stop, man. Listen. The biggest secret is that you are a Jew.
Right.
That is what Putin brought up.
Right.
He said he stands with black Jesus. He didn't say he stood with the green bald head alien. That he did not say. He said he stands with black Jesus, though. He made that national. And you still talking about, I heard somebody online say that horses was bred and horses used to have paws. And they're indigenous to the Americas, and lions is indigenous to the Americas. But horses used to have paws, and they used to be smaller, and they were bred to be bigger and to travel over hundreds of millions of years. And I looked at this cat, and I said, this brother right here, he has learned so many things that probably was actually factual, that he got lost and was not factual.
Right.
The fact that he believes anything is hundreds of millions of years old,
Right.
with nothing to compare it to, is a problem. Now you're in your imagination.
Right.
The Bible tells you when we came over to America, when the Hispanics and other tribes came over to America, other Israelite tribes, tells you that. Before that, we came over here when we was in Egypt. Joseph mined gold over here. Land where man never dwelt. Just animals and wildlife. But it was gold here. You could sell the city. We know how long it takes to get over here by water. If the Lord holds back the waters, a year and a half.
Right.
I mean, and that's just to go into the conspiracies and all that, and just to break some of that stuff down and get out the lies.
Right.
We give the oppressor too much credit that he does not deserve.
Right.
He say almost 3 million years old. You believe him.
Right.
Don't you know in school they're about to start teaching that slavery was the Great Migration? Your kids gonna believe it. And when you tell them you was a slave, they're gonna say, Grandpa's golden drunk.
Right.
And you're gonna be sitting there saying, how is this? The planet's 3 million years old. They're like, Grandpa, you're drunk. They don't want to hear about your slavery stories. It didn't happen. We migrated here from Africa. Because the oppressor, he's a subtle serpent. He's slick.
Right.
He'll burn the actual history books and then rewrite them. Right. And then the Pilgrims came here, had a nice, lovely dinner.
Right.
With the Native American Indians.
Right. Right.
They hugged and kissed.
Right. Right.
And then you actually found out that 77 million of them were unalived, and that he burned the house and shot them as they were coming out the back. Burnt the front, shot them coming out the back. Then you find out that we didn't migrate here, that we were brought over here on slave ships, the rest of the tribes, and that 99 million were unalived. We should stop the garbage. Abba, you had something to bring out? Did I miss your answer?
No lie, sir.
Go ahead, Abba.
So the earth is really young. 10,000 years. You said 10.
It's about 13,000. 13,000. Commandment GEN.YAHANNA said, and which pairs up with the Bible, a day is as 1,000 years. So remember, our timeline is not, it's not a tight box. What I'm giving you is round about numbers. The Bible says 1 day is as 1,000 years. So we just count it all the way up. As. Because we know that that's what the Bible says. So if we add on time plus the 7 days, you might as well say 7,000 years to be created. Well, 6,000. In the 7,000 year, or around the 7,000 year, he rested. That's what we can count on. Keep on making bigger on the screen, for sure. That's what we can count on. This word Qadash is month. Maybe it's what? 9,000. Maybe it took 9,000. The year don't have to be exact, but we have that roundabout number. Said it's as 1,000 years. Now, 300 million off of 1,000. I don't know how you got that. That's a whole lot of estimation. You was so special in school, you was easy. Well, I'm going back to be special. Go ahead. Which is nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying. Stop acting like you're the goddamn Scientologist or you're the top scholar. You just going off what the oppressor says. Right. It's just that. Go ahead, Isupk.
So man haven't really been ruling that long. You think about it.
Yes.
In our Christ's kingdom will reign forever. In comparison to all the other, if you think about it, it's just, I don't know.
All eternity, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are going to rule. All eternity under our King, Jesus Christ, Black Jesus, right? The oppressor, his tiny bit of rulership is nothing. And he was able to get it. And he cried like a baby and sold his birthright. And cried like a baby after. All right, so let's keep going. So this word Qadash, I hope y'all got this word. This word means month. Remember this, because we're going to get into it. Can I get a time check? I might be having to break down. I might have to start breaking down. Translating the verse.
I want kind 8:20.
8:20. Ooh, let's get on. All right, clap it up. Let's start translating the verse. We got Qadash. Give me one of the extra words. Passover. Month, year. Give me Leviticus 23 and 6. Actually, what verse did you stop at? You stopped at 5?
Khan.
We in Leviticus chapter 23 and verse 6. We're gonna
Khan.
start. You can put it up on the screen, big screen.
What, the whole thing up there?
No, not like that. It's perfect. But can you just make it full screen on this TV? Because I'm gonna start writing that from off of there onto the board. All right. We got a volunteer to read the Hebrew.
I read, sir.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Leviticus.
It's live. I'm saying the page with the Hebrew. I actually need to see the page.
Oh, kind of.
Yeah. But you don't have to say if you can go to the actual page tab. There we go. That's perfect right there. How you got it. You can just raise it up so I can see it. All right, TikTok. Now I don't know if y'all can see this, but I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna write it on the board so you'll see me. Y'all should be fine. Remember to post your questions as well. All right. Keep going. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 6 in the Hebrew.
Khan. This is the book of Leviticus 23 and verse 6. Wabacha Masha.
Wabacha Masha. Go ahead.
Ishar. Yawam. La Qadash.
Oh, Slack, did you ever get this to the brother?
Come. I got one out the Holy Holies.
These are questions?
Yeah, come.
Okay, cool. No sweat. My bad, I start over.
Khan. Wabacha Masha. Ishar. Yawam. La Qadash. Hazar. Chad. Hamatazawa. La Yahweh. Shabbat, Yamayam, Matazawa, Ma'akawa.
That's it, sir. Sorry. All right, wrap it up. Your brother had a good hand. What was the word? First word? Waba.
Kawakam. It is Wabacha Masha.
Wabacha Masha.
Kawakam.
Okay. Obama Hasha. Let's keep going.
Kawakam.
Next word.
Ishar.
We're going to translate this in English afterwards. Go ahead.
Yawam.
Yawam. You know, that word means day. It's a lot of people. Yawam. Keep going.
Kawakam. La Qadash.
I get that right here. La Qadash. It's going to be a little extra. Let's put it under here. See if we can get it under here. La Qadash. Go ahead.
Hazar.
Go ahead.
Chad.
What is it?
Chad.
With a G, right? That word means peace. We're going to get that in a second. Chad. I'm actually going to bring some of this down just to make sure we got the even level. Go ahead.
Matazawa.
Matazawa. Go ahead.
La Yahweh.
All right. Somebody type in what Yahweh means. I'm going to have to say it just like that. Somebody type in what Yahweh. Okay, I can't say what it means. But who is Yahweh? Somebody type that in. I have to say it like that specifically for the teaching purpose. All right? Go ahead.
Shabbat.
Gotta make all these letters. I don't want to make them small so I have to see them. Go ahead.
Yamayam.
Yamayam.
Matazawa.
Matazawa. Okay. So I can put Tha. Matazawa, right?
Come.
Go ahead.
Tha'ikawa. That's the last word.
Tha'ikawa.
Come.
Okay. Tha'ikawa. I might try to bring some of this up when I do. We'll see. I'm gonna put it down here. I'll put it right here. Tha'ikawa. C-H-A.
K.
Okay. Tha'ikawa. Wow. All right. Huh?
You got it.
All right. Most High Christ. Grab it up and start playing with it. So now, that's how I asked everybody with this word right here, man. Who was this? I'm gonna move over to Leviticus 23:6. Y'all know that's what we translated, right? I'll put it over here. ISUP, full screen. Qadash.
Come on.
All right, Most High Christ. 23:6, Ram. Put that right there. Tha'ikawa. So, the first word was ba, chamasha. Get the pronunciation first. Ba, two connectors, right? Cha, ma, and then sha, S-H-A-H. Cut that a little closely. Try to bring it over. If y'all don't know, right? I'm gonna give y'all the numbers afterwards. I'm just posting on the board while the brothers doing the prayers. All right. Anybody know the root word in this? Wa, ba, ma, cha, ma, sha.
Come.
We got a beginning connector, or two beginning connectors. Ain't got the high at the end, but that doesn't really count right now. Move this down. Qadash, Azad. Anybody know what it means?
Come.
Go ahead.
Wa means and ba means in.
Get my body in. That is absolutely true. So, ba means in. We went over that first. And ba means in. And in. Now, what's the root word? Anybody want to take a shot at it? It's left right here.
Right.
Remember, I said it's high. The end is high. It makes it feminine or changes the sort of the context of it, right? Not really, but sort of changes the gender on it, so to speak, or the context of it. And in this case, we put the word hazah back up here. Hazah. All right, so we got chamasha. This word right here, chamash, is a root word that means 5. Chamasha. When it's saying chamasha, it's saying 5th. 5th. Because the word chamash means 5. And in 5th, right, or 5, right, just remember the number 5, right? 5th, Ishura. What is Ishura? Ishura. This is Ishura. How do you know it's Ishura? Because you got a number right here. And once I give y'all the numbers at the end, you'll understand why. This word is I-Shara. Ishura. Can I see this big screen? Can you get it quick? Wow. Osai Crazy was going on TikTok. Salaki, I ain't when I looking at screen like that, looking all creepy in the damn screen. super close to it. So you got I.S.U.P.K, and I'm gonna bring this word Ka down. I gave y'all one word Ka, which is peace. I'm gonna bring this word down right here to this level. Ka. Alright. This is how you pronounce it. Ka. But I'll put what it means once we get to it. I'll just leave it here for now. Yeah, I think I might be able to keep this up where it is, but I'm gonna bring this down anyway. So we got Baba Kamasha and in fifth. And in fifth. Kamash, number 5, right? But remember that has the high at the end, it's making it fifth instead of 5. Anybody know what I.S.U.P.K is? Go ahead.
10.
10. In my hand. Who's on the record? I.S.U.P.K is the word 10. It's how you spell the word. See, I put the number 5 here, but I should have broke the word 5.
Right.
Because our alphabet has numeric meanings as well. So we got 22 letters. Well, we got 22 characters. Right. Today in English, you say, let me step out of the way. Today in English, you say 22 letters, right? Imagine if the letter A was number 1 all the way down to the 10th letter. And then everything after the 10th letter became 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, all the way up to 100.
Right.
Then I believe it's 200 or 100, 500, 1,000. Right. Don't quote me on that. I believe is after 100 is 500 and then it's 1,000. Okay. All right. Now with that being said, that's how our alphabet is. Our alphabet, our letters have number meanings. Okay. So for Leviticus, the 23rd chapter, you'll see the word Qadash. I believe it's Qadash. Character Ka and the character God. Now this is what it'll look like in the so-called small hats alphabet. It'll look like this, Qadash. All right. For I believe Ka, what is it? 23rd Al-Bagah. So Ka being 20, right? And then God being 3. So 23rd, 23. All right. So that's just to give you an understanding. You'll see it up in the corner to God for you at the 23rd chapter. All right. So they kept that part of our culture as well. They stole it, but they kept it as well. So the word I.S.U.P.K means 10. This is how you spell the word 10. This is why I didn't put the number 10, because the number 10 would be this right here. I believe Yah is the number 10. Abagadahawazacha ta Yah 10 Taya Ka 20. From A all the way Abagadahawazacha Yah Ka. After 10 is 20. Right, you got Cha and then God. God, right here. 1, 2, 3. All the way up. This is 10, 20. So 20 and 3. You'll see this in the Hebrew, in these type of Hebrew letters. When you get when you buy the Tanakh in the New Testament in Hebrew, you're going to see. All right. So our letters have number meanings, but this is how you spell the word 10. Right. So we got Baba Kamasha and in fifth. At the end, making it fifth instead of 5. And in fifth, 10. And in 5 and 10. This word is Kamash I.S.U.P.K. These two go together. Kamash I.S.U.P.K. is 5 and 10. 5 and 10 is 15. Right. And in the 15, 10 5 and 10 then. And then the 5 and 10, you won. Good. All right. This word is you won. This word is you won. Let me slide this over real quick. Then I'm gonna bring it together for y'all. One quick second. Yawam, this word Yawam means day. Alright? This word Yawam means day. This is 15th day. And then the 5 and 10 day, or the 15th. Right? So I can just sort of keep it here, the 5th, and then put 10th here. TH for 10. 5 and 10 there. And in. And in. 5 and 10 there. And in the 15th there. The is assumed. You don't have to write it. The in our language is a word that's assumed. The word for the is the character ha.
Right.
It goes at the beginning. It's not always written because it's not always necessary. We do not have a type box type of culture. That's the oppressor's culture.
Right.
Okay? And it's usually typed in a box to be always oppressing somebody, and it's not even his culture to begin with.
Right.
He doesn't have one. He's a vagabond.
Right.
So, Wabach Hamasha, and in 5th, Slaki, these two are actually said together, right? Wabach Hamasha I.S.U.P.K, and in 5 and 10, and in the 15th, Yawam, there. Wabach Hamasha I.S.U.P.K, Yawam, and in the 5 and 10th day, and then the 15th day is what it's saying. And then the 15th day, okay? La Qadash. La Qadash. Anybody remember the word Qadash? Qadash. I just put it up there, man. So I can work it all over. Dance. Anybody remember we just did it? Somebody type it in. Oh, you got it up?
I look at my notes though.
That's cool.
Month.
Oh yeah, the word month. Word month. Qadash. Qadash is the word month. You bring the Lord's name down a little bit. You might have space to rewrite the I.S.U.P.K on a separate note. What was it? It was Yahweh. Most High. Alright. Y'all didn't know Yahweh is the Lord's name. The proper name of the Most High and only name of the Most High.
Right.
Everything else is just titles. This is the Lord's name. Alright. So La Qadash, La in the beginning is saying to, and in this case it's used as of. Of Qadash. Of what? Month. Of month. Wabach Hamasha I.S.U.P.K, and then the 15th, Yawam, David, La Qadash, of month, or of the month. Go ahead.
I got a precept for them being a vagabond, or one of the precepts that fit.
Can I get a time check? We don't got a precept on him being a vagabond. Let me get a time check.
840.
840, you can go ahead and read.
Okay. This is one of the precepts. This is not the specific one. This is the book of Deuteronomy 32 and verse 21. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
With a foolish nation. And the actual precept for them being a vagabond is one where is the curse of Cain.
Right.
That's the actual vagabond scripture that literally says vagabond. Alright? But that was an excellent scripture too, because they're not a people. They're beggars, thieves, unalivers, all those things they are.
Right.
And foods. Alright, so let's see what we got. And then the 15th, Yawam, David, La Qadash of the month.
Right.
And remember, is a sunnah. Not going right in, it's a sunnah of the month.
Right.
Hazah. This word is Hazah. Hazah. Now I'm doing this just a tad bit different than how I normally do it. Because I gave y'all the word time. I'll bring this down. Hazah. Hazah was the word Zah. This word right here is Zah, this root word. It goes after the main word. Right? It goes after the main word. Remember, Hebrew is written from right to left. English goes from left to right. Hebrew is from right to left. Let me see if y'all can. Oh damn, I gotta mirror the image. It's Locky, TikTok. Y'all been on here the whole time. All right, I think I did. Okay, cool. I think y'all good. I think I got it right. This time I ain't leave y'all hanging. All right. So that being said, Hebrew goes from right to left. English goes from left to right. So this word Zah goes after the word in front of it. It means this, and it's also used as slang to say that. Right. But the word means this. Now I underline the root word, and I usually underline the beginning word. But I mean the beginning character, connecting character, which would be ha, but it is to say this. Come. This is the way they write it. It's to say this, but the way we write it. Because we are the Israelites, right?
Right.
Sometimes I notice, even with myself, sometimes I refer to us as it's somebody else. I'll say they did this, right? You know, in the sense of, I know that I'm talking about our own culture.
Right.
But I learned that in teaching, it's better to say we. We can relate to we. Right. They is like we are not them. We looking at them. We is like it's us. This is how we write. Right. We write of this month. In English, it goes this month. In our language, it goes month this. Right. Car this. House this. Okay? Get this money in English. Get money this. And in Hebrew. The Zah, or get that money, English. Get money that in Hebrew, if you're going to use the word Zah as the slang for that. Otherwise, Hahala will go in front and we'll say that money. But only if you use it just to reference the slang for Zah. Go ahead.
So to make it, so it's like verb, noun, adjective.
Right. It's verb, then, so I'm glad you brought that up. This is how we write. We write from right to left. And y'all get this down quickly so we can finish the rest of this. This is how we write. This is how a sentence is formed in our language. Verb, remember, goes from right to left. English goes from left to right. Verb, then you describe the verb. Right? Then you further describe the verb. Then the noun. Then you describe the noun, and you further describe the noun. That's how you form a sentence. Right. Now remember, not a tight square box. Sometimes you'll see the noun go first. Well, the verb won't start off the sentence. You'll see the noun. That's how we talk. Not I.S.U.P. Out of your person. All right. You'll see driving fast there. Driving fast, barrel. Chili peppers, red hot. Chili peppers, red hot. Red hot chili peppers were driving very fast. That's how it would be in English. English would be the red hot chili peppers were driving very fast. In our language, driving very fast were the red hot chili peppers. That was like a band at one time. So it just fits perfectly in the description. So y'all can get that as well. Just hurry up and screenshot it because we're gonna keep on going. Now while y'all doing that, I'm gonna bring this word. I think it was Yamayom. I'll bring the word down here so we have a little bit of space for the other word. I can actually move it over too. I don't have to go. So Yah, Ma, Yom. Alright, just put it right here so I don't forget it. So let's start over. At the top, Waba, Ma, Hamasha. Waba, Hamasha. Waba, Hamasha, Isra. And the 15th, Yawam. There. La Qadash of month. Hazah. This. La Qadash Hazah of this month. Chag. Chag is feast. I was thinking of a feast, and I wrote the letter A. It's like feast. Or in this case, a feast. Of this day, a feast. Ha-ma tazah wa. Ha-ma tazah. We got enough space to write this. I try to bring this. This is Matazawa right here again too. Try to just bring it down over here. Matazawa and character 5. Ha-ma-tazawa. Ha at the beginning. So let's write this right here. Ha at the beginning for the. Ma taza and then wa at the end. Ha-ma-taza wa. I actually got to move this A, move this feast over, bring a few things down. Here we go. A feast. A feast. Now the word matazawa. Forget what matazawa is. We're gonna have to look at it in the Bible. Qadash, can you pull it up for me? Just click on the word so you can get it. Memory is completely blank on it right now.
What word I'm clicking on?
Matazawa. It is La Qadash, Hazah, Chag right there at the top. Hey, you got it. What does that say? What's the root word?
The root word is mataza.
No, I'm saying, what does it mean?
Oh,
bread.
Unleavened bread. Unleavened bread.
Unleavened bread. Matazawa. So wa will be the plural of it, the feminine plural, ending connector. Ha matazawa. This is unleavened bread. So you got the at the beginning is actually written in here. Then you got unleavened. And then he's going to say bread. Because I can guarantee you in this slang language, that the word bread is become. I don't think it's in there. I don't think it's in the verse. Because once you hear unleavened, what you going to do? You're going to automatically put unleavened bread with it. You're going to put the word bread with it. So, yeah, you put this back up here. Yeah, ma, yum. So we don't forget it. And then matazawa. Okay. Right here with it. And I want to make this easier for y'all to see. This unleavened bread. Try to move it over a little bit to English. Let's put an A. Let's make sure I get this right. Levened. All right. And then bread. Now I'm moving over feast. I won't write the word egg. I just put feast. Go ahead.
Is that where our pressure of Amalek gets matzah from?
Yes. But I don't know if is that what he eat during his Passover?
I'm not exactly sure.
Because if not, matzah balls maybe 11, but I'm not sure. Unleavened bread. This is the feast of unleavened bread. Literally, God feast the unleavened bread. This feast, unleavened bread. Right? Of this month, feast, or the feast, the unleavened bread. Let's read it from the top. Waba Chamasha, and then the fifth. So I keep doing that. These two are said together. These two first words, this is 15. It's written out. Waba Chamasha I.S.U.P.K, and then the 15th, Yom, David, Qadash, of month, Hazah, this. So these two say it together too. Qadash, Hazah, of this month. So let's start over. Waba, Chamasha, I.S.U.P.K, and then the 15th, Yom, David, Qadash, Hazah, of this month. Chag HaMatzah, the feast of unleavened bread. Of is assumed as well. We ain't gonna put it in there because we did put the rest of it in there. Of this month, Chag HaMatzah, feast of the unleavened bread. Feast of the unleavened bread. La Yahweh. La Yahweh. La at the beginning is the connecting word. La, then Yahweh, the Lord's name. Okay, we'll just put 2 because that's what the character La means. La means 2. 2 and sometimes of. Right? To the Lord. I know this one was a little bit drawn out. Can I see the class real quick? All right. Salaki, all right, Most High Christ. Here we go. So, Waba Chamasha I.S.U.P.K, and in the 15th, Yom, David, Qadash Hazah, of this month, Chag HaMatzah, feast of the unleavened bread, La Yahweh, to the Lord. Shabbat. This is Sabbath. Shabbat. Right? It's Sabbath or it's Sabbath. Okay? But I don't believe it's saying the 7th day because it's not the 7th day. It's a Sabbath. Shabbat. Oh, wait, Shabbat. Sabbath. If I'm not mistaken. Click on it to see what it says. Qadash. I'm going to put to the Lord a Sabbath or, Sabbath, and then Yamayam. I think this is days or day, and then the unleavened bread. Go ahead.
You want Sabbath?
Shabbat. What does it mean?
Is this one? Right?
Yeah, that's the one you on.
And then 7.
7. All right, 7. Oh, 7 days. This is why. So this right here I was stuck on because I know your woman is day, but this is Yama and then Yom. Yamayom. With the masculine plural, this is days. Right? The character Y, because it's a weak character, it dropped off. Character Y dropped off. Alright? Because remember, in our culture, we write and we speak slang.
Right.
Okay. So we write in slang too weak letters or characters that or letters that are used a lot.
Right.
Like a promiscuous woman is used a lot. She's weak. She doesn't know her worth. She's used. A gullible man is weak. He's used a lot. Somebody, they just use him. Right. Even women say he's a simp and he's a munch. He's weak, so he's used a lot. Right. Well, they drop off. That's always been in our culture. You weak, you get pushed out. Right. You know what I'm saying? They even did that where they had, I believe, where the angels would the River Jordan, Jordan River, you would be healed. I believe it was like once a year or once every few years, where an angel would get in the waters and the first person to touch the water would get healed. It was just stepping over, brother. Now I erased this for no reason. I already had it up there. Shabbat. Can I get a time check?
Okay, time check 8:56.
So 7. I'm gonna write it out. 7. All right, I'm gonna put the number 7. 7. The Lord 7 or 7. Oh, it wasn't 7. It was 7, right? It was 7. I keep thinking because it's the 5 at the end. Shabbat, they was changing it to be like that, and match it up with that. It's 7, because in our culture, in our writing system, the words have to match. You'll see in the context. The context of the word has to match. So you have an understanding. Like what I'm doing now is I'm pulling these words straight from there and just putting them on the board. But most of these words we went over, so I have an understanding of a lot of the words. Which is why I knew Kai. I know a bunch of the other words, all these, without going to look at what the word meant. Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? We knew, hey, Most High Christ, hey, clap it up. That is coming from time. Right? Because I'm pretty sure y'all out there already knew the word. So, and you'll see, like, it has to match. So you'll get the rhythm of what the word could be saying. Right. This is Sabbath and 7 is the same thing. Shabbat is number 7. Shabbat is Sabbath. Unless you identify the I is an easy mix-up, which is exactly what I did. Shabbat is the number 7. Shabbat, meaning without this I there, then you'll see. You'll mistake. Yamayom is days, right? Yamayom. Hold on, let me space this out.
So
go ahead.
So Shabbat, that means rest. Shabbat.
Yeah, Shabbat. Shabbat, rest, Shabbat, Sabbath. It's the same thing. I think one is just an English spelling, if I'm not mistaken.
English spelling?
Yeah, I'm not like the Shabbat or the Shabbat. Depends on who's saying it.
What I was saying when you said Majum Shabbat.
You saying a Majum Shabbat? Yeah. Yeah, because Sabbath is Shabbat.
Okay.
A Majum Shabbat is, I believe is rest or at ease. Is the word rest, but I believe it's military rest. But it is coming from the word rest. I believe the word rest and the word Sabbath is different. It could be, I'm not sure. I had to look into it, the plural of it because of the rest, the multiple rest. But it just depends. You got to take a look at it. Right. Yom, days. But now remember what I just said to you. I'm just coming off the top of the head with what I was telling you because of what it could be. Right. And the makeup of the words, how we write, we can tell what it's saying. Hamash is 5. Hamasha is 5th. Is the way that the ha at the end changes the context. Not the context, but sort of what it's saying. Context is the best word I can come up with. Just take it from 5 to th at the end. Right. 7, second, instead of 2, it'll be second. Right. Right? Like 2nd Street. Right. That's the 3rd, 4th. You'll see different things that change it. And that's what I thought. As a matter of fact, you can see it here. Shabbat 7. I thought it was going to be 7th because of how we do it. Because of the context, how we change it, and our words have to match. It's certain rules that go into it, and you'll be able to understand what we're writing just from seeing it, and not actually having to know the full breakdown. Because we have the first language that was on the face of the planet.
Right.
So let's get Matazawa.
Go ahead. Along those lines, Yasharal and Yasharaliyah. Israel and Israelite.
Yep. What was the last word in the Hebrew? Can I see the last word? I got a little bit of space to write.
Batazawa was the next one.
Batazawa, unleavened bread, right? What was the last one?
And then Tha'akawa.
Tha-A, the character A.
Taukan. Tha'akawa.
Tha'akal, oh, eat.
What's one question?
Tha'akal, akal means eat. Why? Plural, they. Plural for why the end means him or his, but it's used as a slang to say we or us or our. I mean, Salaki. It's used as a slang to say they, and sometimes them. All right. So 7 days, unleavened bread, Matazawa. No high at the beginning. This Matazawa has no character high at the beginning. It's not saying the unleavened bread. It's saying unleavened bread. That's why the is written here, even though it's assumed everywhere else. I didn't put it. Matazawa, unleavened bread. Unleavened, and then bread. Yeah, I can fit it here. Unleavened bread. I'm gonna try and I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna just rewrite it over here. Can I get a time check?
903, sir.
903. Unleavened bread. I'll fit it in. Unleavened bread. Tha'akawa. Tha at the beginning, right? Is the context. It's saying I'm damn near 100% sure that this is a tense, a future tense for they.
Right. Okay.
It just depends because why at the end is a slang to say they, but tha is a future tense. All right. So you got tha, and of course the word akal is the root word. So you got tha, K-A-L, and then W-A. Tha'akawa. I think this is saying you shall eat, or they shall eat. Okay? Well, read this scripture in English. Go ahead.
This is
so wait. Before you read it in English, let's go over what we got. Baba, Chamasha, Aishur. And then the 15th, Yawam, day, La Qadash Hazah of this month. Chag HaMatazawa, feast of the unleavened bread. La Yahweh, to the Lord. Shabbat, Yawam, 7, it's like Shabbat, Yamayom, 7 days. Matazawa, unleavened bread. I think it says you shall eat. Let's see what it says. Go ahead. Or they shall eat. It's a lot. Go ahead.
God. This is the book of Leviticus 23 and verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread.
And the 15th day of the same month, of this month, of the same month, go ahead.
Is the feast of unleavened bread.
Is feast, remember the is connected to unleavened bread. The unleavened bread, the feast of unleavened bread. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord.
To the Lord. La meaning to or unto. Everybody knows that in the class, I don't like to use the old quicker English words a lot. Because nobody goes unto their baby mama house. Or unto the store. So you go to the store. So I usually just keep 2. But this Just so y'all, I said that so y'all know I'm not fraud. Everybody in the past know I ain't do it. But unto the Lord. I usually, sometimes I write it, most of the time I don't. Unto the Lord. So I could have put unto, I just put to the Most High, because that's how I speak today. Go ahead.
7 days ye must eat.
Wait, 7 days. Shama'ai, Yamayom. 7 days. Ye must eat. What did I say? Now remember, unleavened bread is the noun.
Right.
Ye shall eat is the verb.
Right.
It's not the other way around. It's unleavened bread ye shall eat. This is actually describing what the purpose of the bread is for.
Right.
But our language is not a square box.
Right.
The noun went first, unleavened bread. What did it mean?
7 days ye must eat unleavened bread.
7 days ye must eat. You must eat, even though I think it's saying they must eat.
This is the Lord speaking.
But now I'm gonna break this down. I'm gonna break this down to you. I'm gonna show you something real quick. This is y'all can understand. I don't want to call it a breakdown. It's not. It's just identifying different ways a word can be translated. All right. Is you shall eat, right? Fa'akawa, you shall eat. Fa at the beginning is what's saying you shall. Fa at the beginning is you future tense, right?
Okay.
Eat is a cow. Why at the it should be our cow for it to be present tense, right? But they could I think it's saying they shall eat or you shall eat. I believe these two right here is the tense. The tense is thy at the beginning, y at the end, you shall. You just gotta check the tenses. But the different ways you can break it down that you know to identify it is, now here, know this, it can't be saying you shall eat and then we shall eat at the end. So that actually would have been wrong because you can't have you shall eat and then we at the beginning. All right? You can't have a future tense and then have a present tense. It wouldn't be thy at the beginning and then a cow, y, the y at the end of a cow will say it's present tense because it should be our cow to be present tense. But I'm just trying to give y'all different ways that you can identify the words once you start to use the tools and use the rules from the sheet, from the alphabet sheet and all the different rules in Hebrew that you can get in the I.S.U.P.K. from our class curriculum, it's not curriculum, but our notes. Right. Like I call it the Hebrew info. All the Hebrew info that you can get from the class. Right. If you email me, mariahpk@gmail.com, I will send you, and for a lot of everybody that hit me up too, I'm gonna make sure I send it to y'all. I was going through the process of avoiding that is that extra authentication that Google goes through. That was getting in the way. So I decided to just screenshot everything. They don't do that with pictures. So I screenshot everything. So I will be sending it to y'all. So a lot of everybody that asks for, hit me up, mariahupk@gmail.com, marahupk@gmail.com. Say shalom, sir. Requesting the Hebrew info for the class. I will send it to you. All right. Now, with that being said, I wanted to just let y'all know that how to identify certain things. That's the reason that I'm underlining each word. Each connecting character, which is words. These letters or characters, they have word meanings. I just wanted to go through it and just show you a little bit of what I was doing throughout the whole thing. If you remember in the beginning, I said, Bob, what's the word that we going? Boom. I wrote it down. I said, what's the next word? So you see me write it down, and you see me identify it as we went along without using anything. Therefore, you can't say that we getting this from some type of, we had this pre-planned or whatever. You watch me freestyle and identify every word in Hebrew. Even the different variations of each word. we know what we're talking about in the I.S.U.P.K. We study all off the top of the head, which I know everybody online already can do. If you've been in this class, you already know it. That being said, Anya Kotaziyam Ra, Warka Kaya Wong, Anya Iwo Barkatha, Ayo, Kahan, Wakwataziyan, Kwatazakara. Shalom. Peace in this world, Lord Samarah, the teacher for the day. I'm passing the class over to priest and officer, Kwatazakara.
I.S.U.P.K. security announcement. We are the I.S.U.P.K. star at 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a command. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verse 8 to 10 means 10 in the Hebrew. My I.S.U.P.K, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to teachers, priests, one. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatsoever a member would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Closing of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Sunday. But not have no leaven until the sun goes down. Alright. Now, Ramon Aki and my wife are check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, they start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, head, and a scarf. And with that,
let's do the Lord's Prayer. Can we do the Lord's Prayer and the prayer to bless Israel? Can you somebody turn the camera to the board? It won't see y'all. I want them to see these numbers that we're about to fill up. Let's start with the Lord's Prayer.
Either one, either one's more comfortable.
Yeah, really. Salah, walk.
So, unlock with them.
All right, let me turn the face to the east. All right, we're going to say the Lord's Prayer. Abanaw. Shabbat Shemayim. Qadash. Aya. I.S.U.P.K. Yahweh. Malakuka. Dabaa. Ratazaka. Aya. Asha. Baratazak. Kawa. Aya. Hashem. That's it, right? No, slack. Ba Shemayim. Nathanael. Chum. Ka. Wom. Waslakanao. Kawa. Right here.
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever.
So be it. You want to bless Israel?
Yep.
Bless Israel. Yahweh. Ba'ashim. Yahweh Shah. Rakmanawa. Wayasharala. Wahabaya. Saparium. Ba'ashim. Yahweh Shah. Awada. Aman.
Yahweh Shah. Bless us. And Israel. And the school. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Wow. Thank you. So be it.
Sorry. All right. Okay, we're gonna get one. We're gonna let the brothers of the courtesy salute. Min Israel, Majid Shabbat. Majid. Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathah.
That's the time. Hands down. Sorry, we're gonna face the sister. Sister, we're gonna get anybody Shabbat. You're gonna bow your head. When the brothers salute you, you're gonna salute the brothers back. Min Israel, we're gonna get the sister of courtesy salute. Min Israel, Majid Shabbat. Majid. Barak.
Yahweh Shemar Hashem Yahweh Shah.
At the time, class dismissed.